Christine Grace, welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it.
This is what I'm willing to do, Lainey. This is my wife, Lainey. This is Eric. I love my wife. I want to be with my wife for life. There's nothing more in the world that I want than my wife. And I have moved my shit to Florida because you told me to. Now I'm telling you, you're telling me I keep leaving you and I'm not helping you fight for your kids. This is what I'm going to tell you right here on camera on video for you. I am willing to drive to Florida today, move everything back and pay all the thousands of dollars. You told me the truth about everything there is to know about you and the wrongs you've caused me. I've done the same. And yet here we are today. You tell me you've never cheated on me again, right?
Nope.
And so today, you won't let me look in your phone. For what reason? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Right. It's not my business what's in your phone. We're married.
I hate this. I absolutely hate it. The thing is like, you shouldn't even want to ask, you know, let me see your phone. Like, I would hate to be in a relationship where that was a thing. But at the same time, you also do need to vet people out. You also do want to know, like, are you hiding anything? Oh, it's just horrible. The fact that she's already cheated before, crazy.
That's what you say all the time. Now, all of a sudden, I showed up to her house unexpectedly, and I can't look in her phone today.
No.
Why, honey? In the rest of the world, what would you think it was?
You're nuts.
I'm nuts, I know.
Really
because you don't want me to see that phone, I'm nuts. So anyway, this is what I'm willing to do.
The fact that she won't let you look is proof enough. You don't need any more than that.
The reason you and your ex broke up?
I posted a stupid thing on my Snapchat and he got mad.
Because of Snap, you guys broke up?
Yeah.
You were silent with her? You
Yeah.
broke up with who?
He broke up with me.
Just for a Snap?
Yeah.
Like, how stupid was it? Was it provocative?
I made a joke that I had hoes.
Come on, man.
He told me he's not feeling it.
Yeah, fair. You wouldn't like it if he posted that. Double standards.
You got divorced.
I did.
Why'd you get divorced?
Okay, so this is the one thing I don't talk about a lot, and here's why. I have a daughter, she's 9, and my parents divorced when I was little. They didn't like each other at all, and that was really hurtful and hard for me as a kid, and probably my siblings. And so, yeah, it was it the perfect marriage? No, they never were.
Why did you get divorced? Let me frame it from the position of my childhood so that you instantly feel sympathy and empathy for me to excuse whatever bad behavior is about to come out of her mouth.
Just grew apart.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Had different ideas.
I would have been like, I asked you why you divorced. I don't care for this right now. We can go into this afterwards, but it's like you were asked a question, answer it.
We got married very quickly. We didn't know each other well, to be honest. Compatibility was lacking, and we gave it 10 years. We gave it 10 years, and I really
And had a beautiful daughter.
Yeah, and we had a beautiful daughter. Her dad is a great father. He's a great father. He'll always be an amazing father to her, and that's all she should ever know. So she should never have to hear anything about her father from me.
I love that.
It just doesn't answer the question, does it? I understand, you know, wanting to keep things private for the sake of your family, and obviously, like, she has a daughter, like, protecting her daughter, absolutely fine, but then don't discuss it at all. Don't discuss it at all. Don't get into your childhood about, you know, how that affected your divorce. Don't get into the compatibility. Like, no one is forcing you to say anything online. If you have reasons that you're not going to divulge things, you don't have to. Like, it is a free platform. You get to give as much as you wish. So just simply say, like, that's my daughter's father. I don't wish to discuss that online. And the guy's not going to force you. Like, she's framing. That's what she's doing. She's framing.
Men might not even realize that they're pushing their man away until it's too late, until he's gone. Here's how you notice. It's not always cheating that drives men out. It's disrespect, constant negativity, emasculinizing him, belittling him, and making him feel like no matter what he does, it's never enough. When men feel drained instead of inspired, they don't explode. They retreat. They stop opening up. They stop putting in effort. They stop fighting for the relationship. And then the women play the victim, acting blindsided when he finally leaves. But the truth is, you created an environment where he couldn't thrive.
Yeah.
Like a burden instead of a blessing. And men will not stay where they feel unvalued, unseen, unappreciated.
And they absolutely shouldn't. I can't believe that women have this idea that, you know, it's almost like they think they're the star of the movie and their husband/boyfriend is just the cameraman. Do you know what I mean?
So if your man is pulling away, stop pointing the finger at him and look in the mirror. You might be the reason.
Absolutely.
Respect him, admire him, build him up instead of tearing him down, because the moment he realizes peace exists without you, he'll never come back.
Yep.
And that's a hard truth most women don't want to hear.
Appreciation for men translates to respect. Admiration for men translates to respect. We all like to feel appreciated. That's a fact. And you definitely, even if you're a man, like, need to make sure that, you know, the woman you're with feels appreciated. But it's really not that hard to show a man that you appreciate him, to say thank you for things, to make an effort, to, you know, be happy when you see him, be happy to spend time with him, you know, do little things for him. It really just doesn't take a lot of effort.
Man's going viral on Twitter because he is talking about why he divorced his wife. She was withholding intimacy from him, and they only had been intimate together twice in 2 years. So let's dig into it. I will never again negotiate intimacy in a marriage. It's why I got divorced. Men are miserable because you are withholding intimacy for him until he does.
If a woman is able to withhold intimacy from you for extended periods of time, she's not into you. She's not into you. And that is a dangerous woman. That is a dangerous woman. This is what happens when women have a bunch of hoe phases and then settle for the nice guy that they're not actually attracted to. The nice guy has to put up with this bullshit. That any old Chad can come along and not have to deal with that.
What he's told. That is a private hell. If that is done to me, you're out, sweetheart. Too many women out there who give intimacy without conditions.
Absolutely.
Take care of the kids, the house, the dishes. I do that shit already and don't get laid for doing it. Your intimacy being held at the end of a fishing pole for compliance is only going to make you suffer.
Absolutely.
So a woman responds saying, your wife may have used it against you abusively, but I can assure you that most women are not withholding for that reason. They have many, many reasons why they want it less. So then Tim responds saying, then talk to him.
Yep.
If it's his attractiveness, get to the gym. If it's an issue with...
Absolutely, I agree with that. I have often said, I think it is your job as a partner, man or woman, to look the best you possibly can for them. You know, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. If you are with someone and you're in a committed relationship, if someone says, oh, hey, I like your hair like this, do your hair like that. Someone says, oh, hey, I like you in that dress, wear that dress more often. Like, also, as a girl, like, you just want to. I know guys are a bit different. Guys don't really care what girls say. Like, you know, you can say, oh, hey, I like it when you do this. I like it when you have your hair like this. I like it when you wear this. Or, you know, I like your beard like this. And it's like, guys just don't care. So they won't really do that. But, like, you know, doing things that you know your partner finds more attractive, I think is actually really healthy. And it does help with intimacy. Obviously, because if you're more attracted to someone, then you're going to be more likely to want to be intimate with them.
Your body, mood, stress.
Especially because, like, people forget, something attracted to you to that person in the first place. So, you know, what he's saying is absolutely right. Talk to him. Maybe he doesn't look like how he looked when you guys first met. Maybe it's only been a couple of years and, you know, he's let himself go. Maybe it's been 10, 20 years. Think about, okay, well, how did we look when we first met? You're never going to be able to reverse the time. You can certainly bring those feelings back, at least to some degree, by asking each other, you know, what are your preferences? Is there anything I can do? Maybe it's not even the other person. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's her. Maybe she's got some health issues going on. Maybe she doesn't feel the most attractive. Maybe she needs to go take herself for, I don't know, a spa day, or take a nice bath, a nice shower, use some nice scented bath oils, or get her nails done, or whatever it is that's going to make her feel more attractive so that she's able to be intimate. It's not always just the other partner that needs to do something for intimacy to happen. Sometimes we have to take the responsibility to make ourselves feel better so we feel better in order to be able to give to our partners,
etc. Talk and work together instead of quietly suffering. There are ways to get better for both sides. I completely agree. Talk, work on a plan, and work together. You don't want to feel bad, nor does your husband want you to. The attitude of intimacy as currency in my marriage came 4 years after kids. There are many, many marriages where this is happening, several in which my friends are in.
That is awful. Absolutely awful.
So then someone asks, we all agree the best way to punish a man is to intimacy starve him, right? So this brings me to my next point. There was a man that went viral a few years ago because he had made a spreadsheet over the course of about a month and a half to keep track of all the reasons why his wife would tell him no when it came to being intimate together.
I mean, all of these excuses are obviously going to be like quite bad, and I'm not taking away from that. But the approach also matters. The approach also matters. If you're just straight up asking, hey, do you want to be intimate? Like, that's not it. You need to find out what each other's triggers are. You need to find out what it is that you can do that's going to get your partner going. And if they still say no after that, then like, fine, okay. But, you know, if sex becomes like clockwork and it's just like, oh, should we schedule in some time? It's just like, I don't think anyone's going to be that into that. At least not women. Let's have a look at this. I'm watching the show Friends rerun. Everyone's seen Friends like a million times. I feel sweaty and gross. I need a shower. Didn't shower till the next morning. Have a shower. Non-verbal. I'm exhausted. It's a duty. It is a duty to, you know, be in a relationship and to be able to satisfy your partner. Like, who cares if you're exhausted? I'm still a bit tender from yesterday. Bruh. Non-verbal. Trying to watch the movie. Fell asleep 15 minutes later. I'm too drunk and ate too much. Whose fault is that? No, I won't have time to get showered and ready for dinner. We were 20 minutes early. Just came back from the gym. I feel gross. Didn't shower till the next morning. I have to be up early. You're too drunk. I feel gross. I'm not feeling good. I ate too much. I. So this is a her problem. She needs to do stuff to make herself feel better.
Tell him no when it came to being intimate together. So let's dig into it a little bit. So some of her reasons were, I'm watching the show, in parentheses, Friends rerun. I feel sweaty and gross. I need a shower. Parentheses, didn't shower until next morning. Another one, or a few times this happened, was it was just a non-verbal no. There were other times where she just said, I'm exhausted, or I'm trying to watch the movie. Fell asleep 15 minutes later. I'm too drunk and I ate too much. I won't have time to get showered and ready for dinner. In parentheses, we were 20 minutes early. I just came back from the gym. I feel gross. Didn't shower until the next morning. I have to be up early. I feel gross. I'm not feeling good. I ate too much. I'm sweaty and gross and I'm tired. Few more nonverbals. I'm just going to say this, and it's probably not a popular opinion amongst women, but if you're rather selfish and you're not selfless, just stay single. Withholding intimacy from your husband, honestly, is just not healthy.
No, it's not. She's absolutely right.
Or is it that work husband of yours that got your mind a little distracted? We always hear the extremes of, oh, what if she's tired? What if she doesn't feel good? What if she's depressed? What if she just had a baby? You know, we always go to those extremes, but a lot of the times it's women just simply saying no because they tend to weaponize the intimacy with their partner as a sense of control. Mm-hmm. That to me is absolutely toxic, and I don't like that word, but I'm going to use it because in this instance, it's actually something that qualifies for being toxic. But I want to give you guys a few statistics on marriages that lack intimacy. And I apologize, I have to keep using that word because I just don't want this video getting taken down. So, as many as 1 in 7 married adults in the U.S. are in relationships with little to no intimacy. 7% of married adults haven't had intimacy in the past year. 4% haven't had intimacy in the past 5 years.
I think the number is certainly higher than that. I think it's just people who are entering these surveys probably aren't those people.
And 15% of married people are in relationships that only engage in intimacy on an infrequent basis. And that's from a recent Psychology Today survey back from I think October 2023.
That number's definitely way higher now.
It's not cool to
I don't understand people who, you know, get into relationships where they're not actually attracted to the person. Like, you know, the person's different. So at the beginning, you know, maybe it's exciting, but it's like, if you're not actually into the person, like why stay in a relationship with that person? You know, if you can't be intimate with them, why stay in a relationship with them? You're just not into it. And you're damaging that person a lot by doing that. Because imagine how someone feels when you don't want to be intimate with them. You know, that is going to really damage your self-esteem.
Weaponize intimacy. Got to communicate what your needs are. You got to communicate if you're feeling down. And the guy from Twitter said it well. If it's something that you lost attraction to your partner, speak up. I think people just don't talk enough nowadays.
People can't handle it.
Get divorced.
Because of me. I primarily was the reason. And so...
Hold on, tell me about that. Because I don't believe that. Might have been some of you.
I had an emotional affair. And so I...
And you both chose that you couldn't work through an emotional affair after 4 kids?
Yeah, we'd already tried to work through other things.
Okay. Well, I want to separate what you did, have an emotional affair, with a choice to end a marriage. Because you can fall for somebody. You can have deep emotional connection with somebody and all that. And you can also choose to cut that off and to reimagine and rebuild your marriage if you're both in.
Yeah, but women aren't like that. They will chase the emotions.
Affair is an incredibly devastating thing to happen to a man in a relationship.
Furious husband reportedly wants to divorce his influencer wife after she was filmed kissing a US singer during a performance. Miriam Cruz leapt on stage during a live performance by the band Aventura. Footage shows her greeting band members before hugging and kissing frontman Romeo Santos after being invited on stage to sing a song with the group. The band went on to sing while Cruz sat beside Santos with her hand on his lap.
Just like, do you think that this makes you look good? Like, gross. Like, you're a fan. You're a fan and you're just throwing yourself at this man. You know nothing about him. You know nothing about his personal life. You like his music, so be there for the music. Or do you like his music? Do you like the status that comes with him? Just don't get it. I don't...
Influencer with 140,000 TikTok followers deleted a post saying her kiss with Santos led to the breakup of her 10-year marriage. She admitted getting carried away by nerves and emotion without considering the impact on her family.
Disgusting.
Despite the kiss causing her split, Cruz said it was a long-awaited dream that had finally come true. She respected her ex's decision to divorce, though she felt deep sadness and apologized, saying it was never her intention to hurt him.
No, it was just her intention to be a hoe.
Most of her followers expressed their sympathy for her split.
Sympathy?
Insecure, adding that they would have also taken advantage of being on stage with.
And that is why most young people are not in relationships anymore, because women are just openly online saying, hey, look how crappy and shitty we are as people. Date us.
Aventura.
Your last breakup, was it your fault or theirs?
It was both. We were together from very, very young. I don't know, you just evolve over time as you get older, and it was like more of a thing of like, oh, I want more for myself. And I realized that the
she thought she could do better.
Person I fell in love with when I was younger just wasn't really who I was anymore.
Was it hard to end the relationship?
Yeah, it was super hard because he was a great guy, amazing person.
She thought she could do better.
Then I had to mourn the loss of like an 8-year relationship, which was really hard for me. And I spent a lot of time crying, a lot of self-reflection, and a lot of therapy. And I did at some points, especially when I had family telling me you should just get back with him and like try to make it work. And I knew for myself that's not what I wanted and what was meant for my life anymore, and so I had to just stay firm on my decision.
What was something that you learned about yourself?
I learned that I hold on way longer than I should, and that it's okay to appreciate what has been and to love what's to come as well.
An 8-year relationship. 8 years. Oh.
What advice would you give to someone who's still in a relationship just for the convenience or the comfort of it?
I think that's what really got me to make that decision, was like really sitting like, is this something that I really, really want? That's a really hard decision to make. And so having a therapist that can help really reflect and...
How much do you want to bet a therapist as a woman?
Dissect every little part of what you're feeling and what you're going through is really monumental.
Can I have your name and where you're from?
My name is Heather, and I'm from New York, but I am Dominican.
Hate that social media destroys relationships nonsense. No, you destroy your own relationship by using social media apps for infidelity.
Facts.
No one told you to slide in someone's DM, and no one told you to respond to the ones you got.
Facts.
You do it to yourselves. It's really not that hard to be respectful and loyal to your partner.
Yep. It's always a scapegoat. If you can't handle temptation, that's a you problem, not a social media problem or a societal problem.
I don't care what anybody says. Who you follow on social media matters. What's on your FYP matters. What's on your Explorer page matters. It speaks volumes about you and where your headspace is at. I don't know if you guys grew up hearing this saying, but my mom always told me, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. Because who you surround yourself with is pretty telling about where your headspace is. Not saying that this is always 100% true, but you guys catch my drift.
There's a trend for sure.
I also know that the algorithm and the Explorer page will throw in some curveballs, but those are curveballs. You have to pay attention to the consistency of what's on there. This applies to men and women. I don't care what anybody says, it matters. And I'll tell you why. Because what you follow and what you keep up with and the content that you consume on a consistent basis is telling you where you are mentally and what you're in alignment with. And you can't sit here and tell me that it doesn't. Because if I wore pink every day, then your assumption is what? That my favorite color is pink. So if I see men or women following dozens of accounts of other men and women that they don't even personally know or have a relationship with, and they aren't people that are providing content of value, and they're liking their posts or leaving comments, they are fishing for that attention. They are fishing for that interaction. It's not just a follow. It's not just a like.
It's a clear sign, indication, I am interested. And by doing that, you are signaling I am available. And even the fact that we can see people's likes now, like if you're in a relationship and other people can see that you are liking, you know, photos that someone else of the opposite sex have posted to obviously try and look good, you know, it makes your, you know, spouse, partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, look like a fool because of how you are conducting yourself.
It's not just a fucking comment.
Men and women, to be honest, but mostly women.
Approximately 400,000 followers across all my platforms combined. And I follow about 700 people combined. Because it fucking matters. I'm not just gonna follow some dude back because he has a big following or because he's attractive. No, I don't fucking know you. Your content does not align with who I am. And I'm not searching for your validation. Nor am I trying to see if I piqued your interest or not. Because I think social media can be a very finicky place. And it matters and people pay attention. Imagine there's a man or a woman who is really interested in you and they love everything that you talk about, everything that you post, but then they go to your following list and it's constantly growing the people that you're following and they're seeing you in like girls and guys comments and likes and being thirsty. It instantly makes you unattractive.
Absolutely.
And it's very telling about you and who you are. I don't care what anybody says. It fucking matters.
She's absolutely right.
It is a big deal. So what I'm saying is if you're in a relationship with somebody or you're talking to somebody who is engaging in these types of behaviors and they're consuming content that does not align with the fact that they're trying to be in a relationship with you or it does not align with who they actually are, then maybe, just maybe, you should question that relationship or you have every right to feel the feelings that you're feeling because it does matter. I'm not going to sit here and consume sports content or conspiracy theories because I'm not into that shit, so you're not going to see that anywhere on my socials. I also don't thirst for men, so you're not going to see that either. And it matters because that'll tell you where my headspace is. So pay attention to people's actions, not their words.
Love it. Always pay attention to someone's actions, not their words, because it's very easy to say a bunch of things. It's not so easy to do them and to actually demonstrate who you are through your actions. People can talk forever. You know, anyone can talk. Only real people can actually do what they say they're going to do. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all of my content. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do that by clicking the various links in the description at buymeacoffee.com or via PayPal. And on that note, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.